Good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to the second questions special for the Euroshame Challenge 2020. This one's tagging on to the end of the May episode. We're just gonna
only because it ran so long.
Well, it's because we just can't stop talking. We talk over each other. You know, it's just a basic shit show. But that's just how we do it. So whatever. So
that's how we roll.
That's how we roll. What are you doing, David?
Sorry, I don't.
David's doing semaphore.
Well, I thought he was doing trombone or something.
What is meaning, Dave? It's already ruined. You've already ruined the intro by waving like a freak.
I'm trying to. My environment's not ideal. My recording environment at the moment.
Because there's other people around.
Every member of my family has decided to come into this room.
I know they've come to watch the genius at work.
Yeah, an expert in action.
It's like watching.
Come on, Rich. Come on, come on. You got this, mate. You got this. Come on,
Rich.
Olivier at his best.
That was all right.
Come on, then, Duane. Let's hit those questions.
Yeah, more Olivia Newton-John.
Right. Okay. So, cue the jingle.
Oh yeah, it's Duane's question time.
Right, so first question is from the lovely David Southall. This one I kind of take a bit personally because, that's how I am. If you were unable to participate in a David's Challenge round, as I might suffer from, you could nominate a champion trial by combat style. Which game and champion would you choose? So we'll start off with Stuart for this one.
Well, mine's a real life person, and they play Division 2 a lot, and his name is Matt Aston, and he has all the toys. Every time I'm in and playing with him, he just destroys everything, absolutely everything. And I just keep on looking at him, and then all of a sudden he pulls out new skills and new abilities, and you're just thinking, he's just showing off now. That's the kind of person I want. That's who I'd want to be. Well, no, not him. That sounds a bit freaky. Sorry, Matt. I'm not stalking
That got a bit creepy then,
Be afraid, Matt. Be very afraid.
He's coming for your life.
To be.
So, Matt Aston. Fact check. It's not Matt Aston. It's Matt Austin. Sorry, Northern Monkey. I'm a twat. I'm done. That's.
Oh my God, Richard.
That was creepy.
That was just a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm going to say if it's any game, it would have to be. This wouldn't be my champion, but I'm just having to nod to Phil Bonner with any shooting game. But that's too easy. What I'm going to choose is, if I had to choose a game and have a champion that no one would beat because no other fucker plays the game, it would be Dave on Pure Pool.
Hey!
Look at his little face.
Oh, I don't know about that. I had a month practice and only just lost to him. I think that's a shit choice.
No.
You didn't just lose to him.
Oh my God.
You didn't just lose to
James, you lost, mate.
I
Get
would
over
say,
it.
Oh my God.
I would say, just for the fact of seeing his little hamster face light up so brightly
Oh my God.
when I said that, he wasn't paying attention at all.
I was surprised Stuart didn't say. I would expect you all to say me on various games.
You're right. Can I change my answer?
No.
Yeah, so that's why I'm going for Dave Pure Pool, because quite simply,
Love you,
I
Rich.
can't imagine
Love you,
anyone
Rich.
else being any good.
Oh my God. Okay, so speaking of Dave, let's move to Dave.
Well, I've got a couple, actually. The first one...
Give me a reach around, Dave. Give me a reach around.
Oh, mate, you are on the list. It's unbelievable. The first one is going to be Sean Dead with Destiny, because he's like a god within Destiny.
Yeah, monster.
Absolutely good show.
The second one...
He helped me get my platinum, to be fair.
Exactly. By solo in a raid while you just stood and watched it.
Yeah, and I just sat there. I sat there on top of it. On
so
top
many
of the
raids with
tower,
Sean Dead.
And he did it all. It was great.
Next one is Mr. Purvis. I would nominate him to play on Everybody's Golf because he's
Shut up. You're just now you're taking the piss. See, I was sincere, Dave.
Mate,
to be perfectly honest.
Well, you've played 1-1-1, really, haven't you, on that, mate? To be fair,
You've sullied it. I know that's bullshit. I hate that game.
The third would be my daughter Amy on Stardew Valley because she just knows everything there is to know about that game. She loves it. I don't know if you guys have played it, but there's a lot of shit.
Well, she plays that for you, doesn't she?
What do you mean?
Yeah, she plays that for you, so you get all the trophies and all the recognition. She plays in your account, doesn't she?
No. And the last one is my son Daniel on just anything he plays. Really, he just seems to have a real natural aptitude for. He must be good because he can beat me on everything. So
he hasn't got that from you. That aptitude.
I tell you what. Perhaps on one Davies challenge, we allow you to nominate. At one point, randomly nominate your son as a substitute.
That would be really interesting.
You can play that effectively your Davies Challenge Joker.
I reckon you should do that in December. So
any point you can go, right, pulling the Joker out.
December, because then you can bookend it with a win and lose the other 10.
Anyway, that was my answer to that question, Duane. Let's move on.
Thank you.
But what might happen is that we might start this world where we beat your progeny forever, and Davies' challenge goes on throughout the generations. So
your kids playing against my kids.
Yeah, it never ends.
Oh my goodness, James.
I'll give a quickish answer. Destiny, Sean Dead.
Definitely.
Yeah, massive shout out because he was fantastic. And then probably of all the people I play with regularly, I'd probably say Adam Boyne on Rocket League.
Yeah.
Because he's a lot better than me. So they would be my two.
Yeah, or for me, I think we've all
be a good champion.
All be mentioned, like Phil, and I think Sean Dead, Jacko as well on Destiny, and possibly James. James,
don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna call on Stu.
Yeah.
When we played Destiny, 75-80% of the time finished top when we played multiplayer.
Well, apparently the only one who counts is the one that I got my ass thrashed on, and he beat you on that one.
Yeah, by a fingernail.
Still a loss. Still a loss.
James is not happy with that.
I think that's a genius choice because it's basically like sticking a hot coronavirus swab up his nose.
That is the definition of gaslighting.
You are welcome. Right, so moving
Did you
on.
even think about James when you were coming up with that? Did you think, Jack
No,
was slightly better than
how
James?
much that would hurt
He wasn't even in. He wasn't even in the thought process.
No, I didn't.
He wasn't even in there.
Your fellow
That will make Jacko even more unbearable to deal with.
Oh my
Thanks,
goodness.
Duane.
In fact, it's a genuine choice.
Okay, so Dan Jackson, he asks, you get
Talking of Jacko.
Right, here we go.
If you could choose 3 arcade cabinets for a home arcade, which 3 would you choose? I'll start with James, because obviously you're good mates with Jacko.
What would my 3 games? What would I choose? So
3 arcade cabinets.
Street Fighter.
Yep.
Because when I was in Spain, when my grandparents lived there, there was a little arcade in the village, and I played Street Fighter all the time. Loved it. Shit at it, but loved it. Pac-Man, because it's Pac-Man. And probably, was it Virtua Soccer?
Yes, it was Virtua Soccer.
That.
I know exactly the one you're thinking
Because I had loads of fun on that game.
Yes.
They would be my 3. And what I like about that as well, off the hoof, because none of that wasn't thought about. They're 3 very different games.
Very different games.
Yeah,
Richie?
So for me, dead easy, because I've thought about it a million times. Ghosts and Goblins.
Yep.
Oh, I hate that game. I'm so rubbish.
Southall will nod that to me. Southall even tempted me. He sent me a link to show me him completing Ghost and Goblins on some emulator. Exactly. Yeah, and that's. I think I remember being in North Wales trying to play Ghosts and Goblins. I don't think I've ever got past the first level, ever, and I must have spent shillings on it back then, or whatever it was I was spending. Pac-Man standard, but I'm so enamoured by the 4-man Pac-Man. I've said it before. Stu introduced me to that. It's gold. It's the best game ever, and because I like the multiplayer and the one that the best multiplayer, 4-player multiplayer that ever came out, Gauntlet.
Yes, definitely.
Good choices.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-player game as well.
That was actually that's on my list. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4-player.
Yeah, you've had your 3, James. Duane? Shut up, Duane's go.
Duane, your 3.
Obviously, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just mentioned. There was a arcade-only version of Mario Kart, which had like Pac-Man and stuff in it, which I got to play once when I was in Florida, which was actually really good fun. And my last one, obviously, has to be the Star Wars
Resident Evil.
No, the Star Wars the Star Wars arcade, the sit-down cabinet. That was just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. I knew you were going to say that, so I wanted to jump in first. Right, Stu. Did you guys? I mean, Duane, you weren't there. I don't think you were there last year. Who was I playing with? Dave, you were there. We were playing the Star Wars. They had it at not MLG, EGX, and it is still awesome.
It's a great game. Yeah.
The one you're talking about, I take it to be X-wing attacking.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
you take out the towers and the tires and stuff.
Brilliant.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Can I go next?
Absolutely.
Oh, go on then, Dave.
Yeah.
Go on then.
No.
Go on then. Allow Stuart to regroup.
Just ignore him.
It's only because I think I've got one of Stuart's on my list, that's all.
Okay.
Time Crisis 1, First Time Crisis.
Ooh,
Yeah,
with the
good
pedal.
shout.
Really like that.
Yeah.
Solid. Afterburner.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a shout.
Yes.
forgot about that.
That's my backup because he took blooming Star
Yeah,
Wars.
I thought you'd have Afterburner, that's why I said it.
Oh,
Standing up or sitting down?
Afterburner.
Standing up.
I've wasted my life with mentioning Pac-Man there because Afterburner. Do you remember the two farmers? One holding a pitchfork.
Yeah.
And as Afterburner, and it was a video, and you think, oh my god. How have they included human video into an arcade game?
You know what? I played that game just before Christmas. In Worcester, there's a retro arcade place. I think it's called Retroids, and they got the standing up version, and it's hard as nails, but it's so ace. It's so good.
Yeah,
I hate you, Dave.
Played
I
the
hate you,
standing up
Duane.
version.
Love you.
What's your third one, Dave?
The third one is Wonder Boy.
What?
Wonder Boy.
Yeah, what?
Wonder
I
Boy.
don't know that one.
It's a Tenacious D song, isn't it?
You guys have heard of Wonder Boy?
Yeah, it's a Tenacious D song.
Clearly, we haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I have heard of it.
There's a series of games, Wonder Boy in Monsterland. Have you not ringing any bells?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Heathens. All right.
Did it
Anyway.
really exist, Dave?
I haven't made it up, mate. It's the game. Yeah.
Fuck is Wonder Boy? I mean, between us, we must have spent.
He was like a little
10
cave
years in
man.
arcades.
He was like a cave boy. He wasn't a caveman. He's a cave boy.
You sure it's called Wonder Boy?
What
was the premise?
It's a side-scrolling sort of platformer. Shoots
I'm out.
type thing.
So.
Oh, well,
Moving on, Stu.
okay.
Stu, okay. Have you regrouped?
Because I've had to rejig my list because I could have the same ones as you lot have got, but I thought no, I better not. So the one now, which is my third substitute because of you two, is
Paperboy.
No, it's Bubble Bobble.
Oh, nice.
Love Bubble Bobble. Absolutely fantastic game. And then, but this one, Space Invaders, the original Space Invaders, not Space Invaders 2. Space Invaders, absolutely. And again, I played that one in Mustard before Christmas, and it's still as good as it is. Hard as nails, but really good. And the last one is, right, when I used to go on holidays to Butlins or Ponton, when they had their little arcade areas, and there was just all this slot machine, I used to get money at the beginning of the day, a couple of quid, and that's it. And by about half an hour, it gone because I put them all into Tank Zone, the one with the actual you pull down and you look through all vector graphics.
Yeah,
nice.
I loved that game. So yeah, and also Afterburner and Souls. Anyway, moving on.
Very varied, and I think
amazing question,
and they're all really good.
That was a good bag.
Wonder Boy, whatever the fuck that is. They're all really good.
Apart from Wonder Boy,
look it up, bozos. It's a game.
I've heard of Wonder Dog.
No, it's a song.
If we do all meet, I think we need to meet in a retro arcade. Then I think we've all got a little penchant for some old cabinets, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right, so little something different now. Adam Edwards has actually emailed us. Our Adamski has emailed us some sound clips. So,
and you won't. I'm so excited! Somebody's actually emailed.
Don't tell me it's his really. Don't tell me it's a remix of his terrible '90s piano dance. That tickled Stu.
I'm gonna have to try and find that out from somewhere. See if I can drop into the edits.
So, the first one from Adam. Take it away.
Hey there, Year of Shame Challenge. It's Adamski here, calling in from my wife's studio in the West Wing, where I've been set up now for the past 10 weeks or so, working from home. It's had some challenging moments, but it's been not too bad, to be fair. It could be a lot worse. And I know there are people who are really struggling at the moment, but I hope you guys are doing okay and that you're all well. Hi to Stu, to Dave, to Rich, James and Duane. I wanted to say thank you before I get a question out. A thank you for the podcast you've been providing. I know it takes a lot of effort with all the planning and the recording and the editing, the post-production. It's really appreciated, and I hope you guys enjoy doing it as much as we all do when we listen. Question for you guys. So, what do you think your future self is going to remember about you now? What do you think your future self is going to remember about you now? How you've adapted to the situation, your goals for the Year of Shame, your family life. It could be anything. But what do you think you're going to be remembered for right now in the future?
Stuart.
Oh, you're a big lad before lockdown. Jesus Christ, why have you put more weight on?
Oh God, I was going to.
That's what my future self would look at me.
Got so fat.
And your beard. What happened? Where's it gone? So, and that's it. That's what my future self would say. But you didn't say how future in the future would be.
Well,
maybe if I'm low
next week.
Yeah, if somehow if I get into my 90s, I don't know. It will just get...
Good luck, Stu. Good luck with that.
And you're still playing computer games. Good on you. That's my answer.
Yeah, I'm
okay. I'm just
saying this is a very weird thing. I've kind of put on a little bit of weight and I'm not happy about it, so I'm going to have to start running or something, some horrendous...
Just grow a beard. It covers all sins.
I can't because I'm working in healthcare. I can't grow a beard, man. It will come back in time, I'm sure. I'm sure it will come back in time.
Well, why don't you have like a temporary beard? One for home.
like at the start of bloody Life of Brian with those women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I could do that. That could be interesting. Dave?
Probably that the reason that I don't do things or put things off or don't sort things out isn't because I haven't got the time to do it. It's because I'm a lazy fucker.
It's so true.
I think that's true for a lot of people.
That's so true. It's like, well, I've got the time, I just can't be bothered.
Yeah. People who say they don't have the time.
I spent a year with us striking through lists. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. Go on, James. Sorry.
Yeah.
Go on, James.
I think anybody who says they haven't got time is, not everybody, but a lot of people are Billy bullshitters, really.
You can make time. Of course you can.
You can. But my future self would simply say fig jam.
Fig jam?
What?
Jam.
Fuck, I'm good. Just ask me.
Okay. Tell us. Fig jam.
Fuck is that?
Is that in your bedroom?
Fig jam.
Stupid American sitcom.
No, it's not. No.
On?
Do you know who came? You know where that came from? Kevin Peterson. He was called Fig Jam because he was such a cocky fucker and thought he was all that. People nicknamed him Fig Jam, which is fuck. I'm
so
good.
Your
just
future,
as me.
so
I thought you were actually making jam. I was like,
going
nice.
to think Fig Jam.
I was like,
No,
he's
of
got all
course it wouldn't.
domesticated.
We're so rubbish, Dwight.
I was like, I quite like the sound of that. I might have some.
No, absolutely not. I was trying to think of the anagram that they used for Nicholas Bentner, Rich, but I can't remember what it was. But
why are you applying Fig Jam to yourself?
Saying names to me. I don't know who these names are.
Mate, this is as random as Wonder Boy. I mean, Dave, you are off the hook, mate, because he is referencing turn of the century Arsenal football players who played 1 or 2 seasons, or maybe 2010, and anagrams. So,
but
there you go.
I have no idea what my future self would say. Probably. You made some mistakes. You made some mistakes. You made some mistakes. You 9 times out of 10 landed on your feet, and I think you had a good life.
Yeah.
Here.
I think your future self would say to you, James, if you ever do a podcast again, try preparing a bit before you start doing it.
Yeah.
But if you prepare, then nothing funny comes out.
Okay, Richard.
Okay, very quickly, it would say, what the fuck didn't you understand about pensions?
That's such a middle class thing to say, bless.
What's a pension?
Exactly. Okay, crack on.
So Adam asks.
Okay there, guys. Adamski again. I do have another question for you if you're up for it. I would like to know, what mystery do you wish you knew the answer to? This could be Bigfoot, aliens. Are we the only ones here? Is there life on other planets? Anything. But that mystery that's been bugging you for so long, what do you want to know the real answer to?
Black holes. Actually, mine's 2 questions. Black holes and anything from the Arthur C. Clarke mystery book, which was in the 80s when I was a kid.
It had that, like,
with the one with the
skull on it.
Sackwatch, and that's the one.
Yes.
I thought it was just me who knew it. All right, yeah.
No, I had it.
Like, black holes, man. Like, things what go into a black hole just go and get destroyed. So they think. They don't even know.
That's in a Midlands accent. That is brilliant. Black holes. Can't be said that only you can say it.
So that's my answer. But Arthur C. Clarke, he was ice. Anyway,
Rich.
Okay. The year was about 1985, and I was watching a rerun.
Fuck off, Jake.
2.
I wasn't old. I was watching a rerun of Blake 7.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
A rerun of Blake 7. Wow.
Rerun of Blake 7.
Back then.
In that episode, and I don't remember any of the characters, but one of the women, they had got themselves trapped on basically a quarry in Surrey, or on another planet, as it was. And they had to get into a fortress. And the only way they could get into the fortress was a puzzle. Well, it was a door. And the puzzle on the door was, if you could shoot yourself in the mirror before you got shot. So you shot the mirror, and you had to shoot your reflection before you got shot by your reflection, you could get through the puzzle. Yeah? The videotape I was watching stopped at the solution. And since 1985, I have been seeking what the payoff to that is. And it obsessed me through my teens, believe it or not. I would always think back to that. How did they justify that. It's impossible. They actually showed 2 or 3 people shooting themselves, and the woman came up, the hero, and just about to shoot, and it stopped. I've never been able to find the episode again. I've searched as many archives as humanly possible on Blake 7, and I don't know.
Rich, you are not going to believe this, right?
Dave, have you seen it?
Okay, no,
he's not seen it. I know he hasn't seen it. I know it's seen it. So, this is shout to community. If you saw an episode of Blake 7,
I might know somebody who knows the answer
puzzle,
to that. I'll get back to you.
The solution to the puzzle. Now, I absolutely 100% sure it was bullshit, and she just jumped out the way. But I don't know. So, if anyone out there knows, please tell me. You will help me for 30 years of hurt.
Or don't tell him and let him hurt a bit longer.
Have you tried Googling it?
Try Googling it. Try Googling it. Try it, Dave. Try Googling it. Blake 7, mirror puzzle, mirror solution, shooting your own reflection. Been there, mate. Can't do it. Cannot be found.
How about Yahoo?
Okay.
Excite?
What about Bing?
Bing.
Dave, oh my God, Dave, please help us out here.
Two then, quickly. The first one would be around time travel. So I'd like to know the mystery of, has time travel ever been invented, or will it ever be invented, and have people travelled back in time to see us or travel forward?
William Shakespeare was a time traveller, apparently.
I don't think he was, mate. I would love to know the answer to.
You can't be so dismissive, Dave. You can't just say, "I don't think he was." What if he was?
I'm just going on the balance of probability, mate. That's all.
Okay.
If I could travel through time, I wouldn't choose to live in a time where people just threw buckets of shit out the window onto the street, and there was no kind of medicine or anything like that.
Yeah. You don't want to come where I live.
Have you lived in Wales?
Yeah. Have you been to Brierley Hill?
And the second one that Rich has kind of just reminded me of with his Blake 7 story was probably, it might be 8 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. I was watching ITV and there was an advert on for a programme, and there was like a girl sat on a sort of carpet in the middle of a room, and her kind of...
Steady, Dave.
No, and her face sort of went all like demonic for a second, like really weird, and then it kind of stopped, and it's really eerie, and it was like a trailer for an upcoming program. And it sort of freaked me out a bit, and it was a bit weird and a bit scary.
Was this last week?
No. It was like
only 8 years ago.
It was like 8 years ago or something.
How old are you 8 years ago? Seriously.
46.
You were scared by an advert at 46.
No, it was really creepy. It was really creepy. But that program my point is, the program never came on, and I never saw that trailer for that program again.
Yeah.
So what was it?
Dave.
Have you tried Google?
Rich. Dave.
What?
You're not going to believe this, mate.
Similar. I spent some time trying to find out what it was, and to all intents and purposes, it never exists. So that never existed. That was strange. That's it.
Okay. So if anyone out there knows what the scary face sitting on the carpet girl is, you sure it wasn't the Shake and Vac advert?
Putting that freshness back.
No, she's dancing around and everything, singing that song, isn't she?
She's so happy then.
I do the Shake and Vac.
And put the freshness back.
Oh my goodness me. James, oh my God.
Aliens. Are we the only people? We can't be the only people alive in the universe. Have people ever visited here before? All those theoretical UFO sightings. Are they UFOs? Etc. Etc. Etc.
I think Dave is the evidence of aliens.
Oh, that's rude.
What you mean? You mean lesser alien life?
I don't want to.
There was just no need for it, is there, Duane? Absolutely no need.
That was below the belt. Below the belt.
It just comes out. It's just come out of nowhere.
I'm sorry.
Come out of nowhere.
I'm sorry.
That would be mine. It's a very boring one because I'm sure loads of people have it, but yeah. Are we alone?
I loved it. I loved it when X-Files was really big in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
I used to get to talks on have aliens visited and all that kind of stuff. It was brilliant. I love that time, the innocent time.
Yeah.
For me, right, why do all the good American TV series get cancelled after 1 or 2 seasons, and yet things like CSI get repeated, like continued for like 20 seasons and get several iterations? It just drives me mad. I mean, seriously, what happens? Like Firefly, Dark Angel, Reaper, all these great American TV shows, which
I loved Reaper.
I know, it's just some amazing stuff, and it's like they just get cancelled, and you're like, well, why? Why am I having to sit through another fucking crime scenes investigation?
Is this a question or a mystery?
That is a mystery. That's a mystery.
Oh.
That's a mystery.
Oh,
why
right.
does that happen? Why do I get?
I thought, what lunatic has written this down?
No. So what? Why do I get emotionally invested in a TV show for it only to get bloody cancelled? That's what it is.
Yeah, they did that. They did that to me. I can't even remember what me and Eric. It must have been in the early 2000s. Really got invested in a kind of disappearing alien. People were an alien, and a kind of a V style.
Was that the one
thing.
set in Florida?
Yeah, and then it ended with people walking off to the spaceship. It was a V. Do you remember V?
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
V?
love V.
Yeah. It was a similar thing. People were lizard people. But yeah, I do. Yeah, I do understand. But it's just, it's because there aren't enough geeks in the world.
Yeah. The series which always distorted me most was, the remake of Battlestar Galactica. It's incredible miniseries, and it was brilliant. Well, they did a spin-off called Caprica, and it was fantastic. Lasted one season.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant.
The problem is, Duane, as a medical man, you will know this is biology, mate. Because if geeks bred more, there would be more of us around. And therefore, the audiences for these kind of shows would be bigger.
So, hang on, if that said, if you were a geek and you bred, would you want your child to be a geek?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
Yeah.
Okay. Not to be bullied throughout their whole life.
It's character building.
It's
Character building, it's fine.
Character building, got you.
Absolutely. That is why we were watching, after this, we were watching Lost Boys.
Lost Boys, such a good movie.
Excellent.
We are going through the catalogue of 80s learning.
Excellent.
We've done all the mother side. So we've done Pretty in Pink. We've done Breakfast Club.
Club's good.
Okay, so it's my time now. Lost Boys.
Goonies.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas.
Debbie Does Dallas.
I might start off with small, like Debbie Does B&Q or something like that. So it's not such a big state. I don't know what I think is that. Was it? Texas. Texas Instruments. That's why.
There was a Texas Home Care. There was a Texas Home Care.
That's why I think I thought of being. Anyway, my brain's out. Anyway, carry on.
Hey there, it's Adamski again. I've got another question for you. This will be the third one, so you must be getting desperate if you're listening to this one as well. But here we go. I want to know, what is your favourite piece of clothing you own? Could be a band T-shirt, a video game T-shirt, a hoodie, a special hat, pair of comfy slippers, perhaps. Maybe it's those posh knickers you would wear when you go out, or when you did go out, courting or looking for love that first time. What's a favourite bit of clothing you've ever owned? Tell us now.
My NFL jerseys.
NFL jerseys.
I went through a phase where I bought shitloads of them. I've got about 50.
Wow.
That's a lot.
What?
My NFL jerseys.
Crazy.
For my late teens, mainly my early 20s, I bought shitloads of them.
What are you doing? Buying Patriots every year, are you?
I fucking hate the Patriots, no. I don't have a Patriots jersey. I have one Patriots player, but it's
Christmas present sorted.
But it's a Pro Bowl jersey, so it doesn't count.
Right. Okay.
I have no idea.
Did you enjoy Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning on the golf on CNN the other day?
I didn't see it, actually.
Right.
I know it was on, but I didn't watch it.
Cut. Carry on.
Stuart. Oh my God.
I used to see a lot of bands when I was younger, and one I used to follow all the time with my absolutely best mate, who's sadly passed away, was a band called Disposable Heroes of Hypocrisy. I love that band, along with then they made a band called Spearhead afterwards. I've still got my original T-shirt, and it's from about 98, I think it is. I love it. Absolutely, it doesn't fit me at all. It's probably like a postage stamp on my arm now, but I love it so much. So it's that band T-shirt, and I used to have lots of band T-shirts. I haven't got any. I've got nothing of those days now. I've just got that one, and it's got holes in it where I think I had some hot rocks in there or whatever. So over times, and and I can't. It's one of those T-shirts. So one day I may even put it in a frame. I love it too much. Cool. It's got too many sentimental values as well. So that's my answer.
David?
Do you know what I'm wearing, mine?
Oh, what is it? Show us.
Stand up.
I'll show you. Because I saw this question. I thought, yeah, so I went and got it out of the wardrobe. Hold on.
So I would say stand up, Dave, but you already are.
Check this shirt out. Check it out. It's like a prison guard shirt. Right, I've had this shirt for probably 20, 25 years. And it still fits.
Okay,
Come on,
cool.
It still fits.
It does, yeah.
Just.
Absolutely.
It does.
And,
it does.
Check me out. I just love it. I love it. I just love this shirt.
What did you originally buy it as, a onesie?
I saw it in the shop, and I just thought, "Oh my god, that shirt is awesome! I've got to have it." And I've just, I've had it like 20 years. I love it.
That's really cool.
Do you use it for Do you use it for sexy role play?
What I use it for now is if we go and see a band or something, which is I'm old, so it's not a proper band. It's just like pub band or whatever. I'll wear it out.
It's your gig shirt. Nice.
It's a gig shirt.
You stand on the door. You do security.
It's a little bit like that, isn't it? It's good. It makes me feel important. No, but what the capacity I will wear it in is I will now wear it unbuttoned with a t-shirt underneath. Just to give me a little bit more, a little bit of freedom.
Good luck.
Sexy man.
I'm going to be honest. I'm getting a bit aroused here.
Steady on.
I've got a bit of a twitch on, Dave.
Move on.
Oh my God.
I'll show you get it then. I'll unbutton it later.
Oh, yes, please. Okay, so for me, this is might be a bit obvious, but also a little bit odd. My snowboard boots, not because obviously they allow me to do snowboarding, but when I first got them, I had to wear them around the house to break them in. Fuck off. I had to wear them around the house to break them in. And they're really big and like clumpy and make your feet feel really heavy. So I kind of felt a bit like a Gears of War character. So I was like going around like pretending.
Did you tread on your cat?
No, I didn't.
A bit cosplay.
Oh my God, yeah, it's kind of like you stomp around. It's actually they actually kind of feel really cool when you're wearing them. They're kind of like all encasing. They're actually kind of really comfortable. I thought
it was going to be one of your Star Wars
I'm with you,
t-shirts.
Yeah, Richard gets it. So Richard, what about you?
I do get it. Well, when I bought I love my snowboard boots so much that they are a little bit like Lister's moon boots in Red Dwarf. and basically when we were away this year, sadly, and Duane, this will hurt as well.
Don't make me cry.
Everyone came in from the end of the day. It's like, why does this apartment smell of cat piss? There can't be any cats in here. It turned out to be my snowboard boots, but they have been washed 3 or 4 times. So I've got one more season out of them. The actual that's so I love those. So yeah, that you reminded me of that. But the actual answer is it's a stolen PWEI t-shirt.
Pop will eat itself. No way.
Which was stolen from a party by my mate Steve when we were 15. I subsequently stole it from him, wore it all holiday in Kavos. In a 19 love is a 90s, it's paradise, basically, world. Wore it there. Then he stole it back off me. He now currently owns it, and I will at some point steal it back off of him.
Nice.
Yes, PWR. And I'll send you a picture of me with my hair, hands in the air.
Oh, I need to see that. That sounds awesome.
Stowbridge's finest, I'd like to say.
Absolutely.
Along with Ned's.
Absolutely. And the stuffies. And the stuffies, yeah.
Nice. Quick thanks from Adam now.
Good luck with the rest of the show, and look forward to hearing from you guys and seeing you all very, very soon. Take care and stay safe out there.
Thanks, Adamski.
Top man,
Adamski enjoys listening whilst running, you fucking weirdo. Right, so moving on. Karl Dixon asks, which game is stranded on an old console that you wish you could bring forward onto modern consoles? Right, I actually think this is a little tricky because a lot of the older games, like the PS1 stuff, and like these are all kind of getting like these little resurgences with the mini consoles with all the games built in. So if you really wanted them, you could like kind of go and find them, I guess. But anyway,
yeah, I'm finding this. I've been racking my brain on this.
It's a really tricky question
because all my games I've got a connection to have been remade. So like Wipeout has been completely remade. Mass Effect, well, it's only one generation behind, and I can still play easily and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really a problem. And I don't know. I don't really have an affection to the early platformers. You know, I don't like platformers, so it doesn't really. You know, and they've made Space Invaders many times and all that kind of stuff. They made a Tank Zone in VR, which is an incredible game. I don't know. I'll bet you at the end of this podcast, I'm going to go, why didn't I say that one? So, but anyway, my answer is I'm not too sure, so sorry.
Yeah, it's just like, I was thinking there's a couple on the N64, but, you know, some of those kind of came through like collections, like the Rare collection. There's like Jet Force Gemini, which was a Rare game, which I never finished because it got fucking hard at the end. But yeah, I'd love to go back and play that, but I think there's a Rare collection which came out on the Xbox a few years ago. But yeah, so it's
have
really
have you got a Nintendo, Duane?
I've got a Switch.
You haven't got an N64?
No, I've always like relinquished my old consoles. We've discussed this before, David.
Yeah, remember.
No.
Remember the only allowed one console.
You were probably drunk.
One in, one out.
Yeah, one in, one out.
And that's why he booted her. Get out.
Oh, God. I hope she never listens. Anyway. Richard, have you got any insight into this?
I think I'm a bit on Stu's world here, sort of old retro games that I would like to be remade. Pretty much would have been done. Yeah, so no, sorry, I can't add much to this because it is.
I know I'm jumping into your question, sorry, Rich, but your answer.
No, it's true.
But have you played the Metal Gear Solid remake on the Vita? The Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. They're brilliant, really, really good. You know,
yeah.
they've already
they're not stuck on old consoles, then, are they? That's the thing. I can't think of one that hasn't been brought forward. It would have been The Last of Us that before they remastered it, but I think the reason is because we're. You know what? I would like. It is a bit of a crossover in what would you like to be remade, but I would like to go see a Sokum game. Or Sockum, or whatever it is.
Yeah,
again.
Talking about that for years.
Actually, thinking about
I think that's what I was saying. Isn't the community more vocal than? And if it gets released, then nobody will buy it, kind of thing. Is that what?
And now I've said that, but my favourite multiplayer memory ever is AVP2, and that is stuck. I can't get it on PC, but people still play it weirdly. So. I'd say that.
Yeah, okay, so I'm thinking actually now, I'd quite like if they did like a Prince of Persia collection maybe, because I don't think they ever brought those forward, because they were like GameCube, PS2 era games, and I don't think they were brought forward. And I'd actually enjoy playing those games because they were really, really fun games.
Did they ever remake Eternal Darkness?
No. So that would be really good fun to play as well. I never did a sequel either.
Time Splitters?
Time Splitters would be good.
Yeah, fuck you, Rich, because that was exactly what I had in my mind. That was mine all the way through. The minute that question got answered, I was like, and I double checked. I literally went on to Google and went, Time Splitters. 2005 it was last released. You bastard.
The only bit of preparation James has ever done for one of these, you've ruined it for him.
So let's ask James, why did you like Time Splitters?
Time Splitters was great fun. I think what I liked about Time Splitters more than anything as well was the multiplayer. I enjoyed getting together with my friends and playing that. Had we done this 18 months ago, my answer would have been Shenmue, but Shenmue got brought out onto the PS4.
So what about GoldenEye, the N64 GoldenEye? Would that sort of...
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I played that with my friends. I wasn't a massive GoldenEye fan. I did love SOCOM games, though, or SOCOM, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, Rich, Bellend.
Dave, anything to chuck into this conversation?
Yeah, my favourite game ever, Portal.
But that's not really Stranded, though, is it?
Yeah, but it's
PC.
on a That's the thing with PC games; they're available all the time, aren't they? That's why I was struggling.
It's Stranded for me, mate, because it's beyond my levels. They're
going to do another Portal. They're going to have to
inclination
to get something. They're going to have to. Class game.
Joe Middleton with his non-gaming related questions. If you could time travel, what period of history would you visit? And there's a proviso, assuming you could only observe and could come to no harm. Right, so I was actually thinking about this one. So I was thinking, well, is he thinking of like tourism, of where you kind of go and see stuff which is like pretty shitty, and kind of like observe like crap things happening in history, like maybe like the Twin Towers or like Chernobyl or something like that. But I was like thinking, no, he can't be that dark. So my answer is, because I'm obviously a big music fan, maybe take the opportunity to go and see some of these gigs I missed. So maybe like a Queen concert or Live Aid.
Yeah.
Oh, you've absolutely changed my mind,
or
Duane.
even
I was going proper history,
or even like something like a genre, like a moment in time. Maybe like go to like 90s Seattle and kind of really drink in that grunge culture. Like go see some of those bands I really got to miss, like Nirvana, or Soundgarden, Alice in Chains. And sort of take in that a bit, because
amazing.
Being in the UK at that point, you kind of miss it all. It doesn't always come over to the UK. So yeah, for me, it's like it'll be a music thing, definitely.
Duane, I'm with you on that one. You've completely changed it. My answer is bullshit compared to that. Seattle, 1991.
Wouldn't it be amazing?
1992.
Wouldn't that be just the best?
Yeah, absolutely brilliant.
So what was your answer, Rich? Your bullshit answer.
That's it. Absolutely. I was just going to pull something out the hat because I couldn't really think about it like the prehistoric dinosaur age or whatever. But that is trumped everything. I'm with you.
Well, let's go.
Let's get a time machine. Let's get that hair out.
Okay, Stu.
Mine is on the sort of. It's not the similar kind of thing, but it's being at that moment in time, right? So a lot of films now, like Star Wars or Casablanca and all that, when there's a new generation and they watch them now, it's just going, oh, whatever. But back then, when you saw it, like Jaws is it's all right, but can you imagine being at the cinema and old enough to watch it at that moment? And how we made all Close Encounters and things like that, and how incredible it was.
So you want to you don't just want to be an observer, you want to be back experiencing it.
Yeah, that for the first time and just absorbing it, yeah. Because everybody's just like in awe. I mean,
it won't be the first time though, Stu, because you'll be sat there thinking, well, I've seen this before.
Yeah, he will, but he'll be amongst people who are going, oh my God, isn't this amazing? There's like there's a buzz.
It's a whole electricity thing.
We're going to end up in a time loop paradox here. That's going to do you remember? How can you possibly experience it for the first time if you remember it? Otherwise you didn't.
You could say, Stu, that you're sat in the cinema, you could say, lean over to the bloke next to you and say, there's a head comes out that boat in a minute.
But and
then it'll come out. And they'd be, my God, this guy can see the future.
So Dave wants to go back to all the films and just ruin them for people.
So he's going to go back to when was it, late 90s? And go to first showing of The Sixth Sense. Goes, Bruce Willis was dead the whole time.
Bruce Willis.
Enjoy the movie.
Bruce Willis, Kaiser Soze, and other mysteries.
So Dave, film ruining Packer, what would you do?
Well, I've got two. I'd love to go to Woodstock.
See, yeah, exactly. That's sort of thing. It's just like there's just a buzz. That music would have just been amazing. Absolutely,
so that would be awesome. And the other thing, I would like to go back to when Jesus was about. To see.
It's going to get controversial.
Well, just to see what the actual reality of it was. So, with the water into wine thing, what actually happened? Did he just have a bottle of wine under his shirt, or but just stuff like that? But who was?
Do you know what would happen? I've got a film, and it's called Life of Dave, who goes back in time to witness the miracles, and it's a cross between Back to the Future and Life of Brian, and he accidentally gets mistaken for Jesus. It's like, no, it's just a bottle of wine. It's just a bottle of wine. Under my
He's not the
It's a bottle of
Messiah.
leaf frame
He's a
milk, so I
very
brought back
naughty
with me.
boy.
But yeah, just to see what actually who he actually was, because
That's a great answer.
I'm not religious, and I don't think he was a thing. But just to see what the actual reality of it was.
Do I want to debunk this, or do I want to go back and say, good news, everybody, he was real?
It was real.
I think he probably was real, but
To what degree?
he was a
He was
bloke.
a
He was
carpenter.
just a bloke. He was a bloke. Yeah. So it would just be interesting.
He was a really good carpenter, though.
Really,
With loads of wine.
really good carpenter. The things he could do with bread and fish.
Was he a carpenter?
He was a carpenter's son, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was a carpenter's
And
son.
obviously, you pick up your trade from your parents. Of course you
No,
do.
he wasn't a carpenter at all. He was not.
Hello. Sorry to interrupt. In the world of fact-checking, we thought we'd jump in and check the facts of these questions. And it turns out that Jesus was portrayed to be a carpenter. So was his father. His mother Mary was a housewife.
And just to give Mary a little nudge, and say, virgin birth, Mary, I don't fucking think so.
Get out.
Joseph might have fallen for that shit, but
Yeah.
sorry.
So you could actually go back a little bit further and actually give her an actual nudge, and then end up being the dad of Jesus.
What? Who says I didn't?
But Dave, one of the rules to this question was you can't interfere.
I wouldn't.
You can't interfere with the mother of God.
Oh, can I just apologise now to anybody who we might have offended? Really sorry.
Yeah, Dave.
Thanks,
Put
Dave.
your diddling fingers away.
Right, moving on, James.
Dave fingered Mary.
God.
I'd go back. So what's the answer, Dave? I'd go back and finger Mary. All right, carry on.
Again, apologies. Oh my god. We're not all laughing at that. It's not funny. It's not
Everybody's
funny.
inclusive in this podcast.
Hey, Joseph, smell that.
That's what third base smells like.
Oh, James,
Okay.
rescue us, please.
We're all going to hell.
26th of May, 1989.
Oh, very specific.
Wow.
This is not going to be deep, is this?
It's
going
not
to be
deep.
Is this football?
This is
Okay.
Anfield, 1989.
Okay.
Because it's one of my earliest memories of football,
Yeah.
of my favourite team, Arsenal. Going to the best team in arguably Europe, needing to win 2-0 to win the league. Michael Thomas scores the second goal. 2-0 win,
Yeah.
league champions.
No,
Fantastic.
you know what though, James? Joking aside, that's just me being a twat going over football. But you know, it's a thing at it's your moment. Is it that thing which?
It's something I vaguely. It's my first vaguest memory of football. I didn't really start supporting Arsenal till 93, 92, 93. But that's one of my first memories of football. Was that? And
Fortunately,
all
mine
downhill
is
from there.
seeing Watford get beat 2-0 by Everton 1982 in the FA Cup final. So that...
is that why you then
that.
support Arsenal?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I literally came home and went, Dad, I don't want to support Watford anymore. What do I support? My dad doesn't support any football or really know. And he went, I was born in Highbury. Try Arsenal. I was like, all right.
There you go.
Flip a coin, boy.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Cursed ever since. Cool.
All right. So, again, another non-gaming related. I'm liking these non-gaming related ones. They're good fun. So, from Joe Middleton, this is a very Lord of the Flies situation going on here. If we're all stranded on a remote island together, how long before things descended into utter chaos, and who of us would be the first to be killed and eaten by the others? Right, so,
I think we would just kill and eat Dave before we even ran out of the
knew you were gonna say that.
peanuts.
It would be
from the crash.
5 minutes.
You do it before the plane even crashed, probably.
Yeah, we'd been chowing down on his own thigh bone. Just like, hang on a minute, we still got a load of ready meals from the pound. Fucking is annoying.
Oh look, there's a hotel over there.
Yeah, you could have killed him first. He's alive.
They take card and everything.
Can I answer this? So I have given this some thoughts.
Please do.
Oh God.
And I've done a bit of a timeline of what would actually happen.
Wow.
Oh my God. This is why you'd be eaten first to stop this bullshit.
So, week one.
Okay.
Rich
Fucking hell.
Rich would assume command by using his management jargon. He would bamboozle us with terms like low-hanging fruit and thinking outside the box and all that kind of stuff.
Are you hungry? There's some low-hanging fruit over there. That's not
Exactly.
That's just don't baffle me with your management terms. I'm not. He would be
talking about touching base and taking things offline and all this kind of shit. And he would instate himself as the leader.
Okay.
Week 2, we would overthrow him. We would kill him. James would inexplicably have sex with his corpse, and we'd all stand around saying, "James, what are you doing that for?" But he would just do it anyway. I don't know why he would, but he would.
Oh my God.
Week 3, James took so long eating his quarter of Rich because he eats so slowly that the meat decomposes and James dies in week 3.
Okay.
3 of us left.
It's dark. This is an episode of Walking Dead.
Week 4, Duane is missing New Zealand so much he decides to build a raft. He asks Stu for advice. Unfortunately, Stu's advice just consists of turn it off and turn it back on again, or which doesn't work.
Take it apart and put it back together.
Yeah, that's it, which doesn't work. Duane drowns just off the coast.
So there's me and you left at the moment.
And all I could think that happened then is we got married.
Oh,
that's nice. It's nice.
Do we have kids?
Happy ending.
Weird.
No, that's not physically
weird.
possible.
That's weird, but infinitely better than Lost.
Yeah, they should have made that into a show, mate.
Oh my God!
I don't want to answer it. No, that's my answer.
That's the group answer because
that's the answer. That's what I'm going with.
One more question. So we'll finish up Joe's set of questions. This one we were kind of talking about a bit earlier on, and this is going to get a bit contentious. Which Lord of the Rings characters are you all? So I'm aware that some people in the group are not fans, which I think is absolute bullshit, because Lord of the Rings is one of the best book series ever written in the fantasy genre, and a great movie series as well. So I'm going to start this off, and I'm going to say, going to go a bit obscure, I am actually Tom Bombadil, so a little bit camp. And surprisingly,
That's a ridiculous name. That's what I'm talking about. That name is just stupid.
And it's because I am can be perceived as a little bit camp, but inexplicably totally straight.
Fair enough. There has been questions.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say that
as he reads the list of characters,
you truly think you're Legolas. That's what you think you are.
You think that's why I didn't go something obvious. I was like, I'm not Legolas.
Yeah, I know, but that's what you think. Yes.
I'm normally Legolas when we record this podcast.
Hilarious! Woo!
Right, Stu, give us a good answer.
I can't stand Lord of the Rings or anything of that ilk.
Heathen.
Why? What has it ever happened?
I don't like fantasy. That's what it is. If it was all set in space, I'd be all over it like a rash. But it's just oh, goblins and elves and dragons, ooh, and all princesses and...
Don't you play
and,
video games?
ooh. Yeah, but I don't really play those games. I play them all in space. You know, if it was, again, it was all set in space. Right, so Mass Effect, you could, quite easily put that up in a fantasy setting, which they've already done. But I just don't like them. I don't like the characters. The film's going for far too long. I'm sorry, Duane. Duane. They are not
very
good
disappointed
films.
in you, Stuart.
Duane looks
I'm
evil.
very disappointed in myself as well, so don't worry about that.
I'm going to say you were once my favourite, but you're not my favourite anymore.
Aw. At least I was my favourite for a little bit. That's all what matters.
What do you mean he was your favourite? I thought I was your favourite.
Yeah, whatever.
Shh. You are
You
now.
are now.
Yeah.
So, Dave, what's your answer? Legless. You can't be legless.
Similar to Stu, to be honest, it's a bit shit. But I've never read the books, mate, so I'm just basing it on the film.
Okay, so your stint as my favourite was very short-lived. Well done.
The books might be awesome, but similar to Stu, fantasy's not really my thing. I prefer space-related things. However, in answer to the question, because I'm slightly vertically challenged, as you guys know, and I'm surprised.
Samwise Gamgee.
Or
I'm
Frodo.
surprised nobody has said it yet.
What?
Gimli the dwarf.
Gimli the dwarf.
You've got no beard, though.
And you're not very strong.
No.
Yeah.
Pick another character, Dave. Pick something else.
That's my answer.
I'm going to put you as Samwise Gamgee.
I don't even know who that is.
That's
Is he one of the...
He's Frodo's stupid mate.
From the West Country,
Okay, I'll be
weirdly.
fine. I'll be Frodo's stupid mate from the West Country. Brilliant.
James, obviously I'm going to get a sensible answer from you.
what are you trying to say? Of course you're going to get one.
That's what I mean. I'm going to get a sensible answer from you.
Was he your favourite now?
He's my favourite now. He's my favourite.
He's a fickle bastard, that Duane, isn't he?
I'm torn between Boromir and Treebeard.
Ooh, Treebeard.
Probably Treebeard. Just because I think he's quite a good
So
character.
is he a tree with a beard, or has he
is
got a tree
with
for
a beard. Yes,
a beard?
that's exactly.
No, he's
he
a
is a
tree-
tree with a
he's a
beard.
tree.
He's not a man with
yeah.
a tree for a beard. He's a
No,
beard.
he is
He's a tree with a beard.
That would be
He's a tree
silly,
with a beard.
David.
Yeah.
Sillier than a
ludicrous.
tree with a beard.
Yeah, that's not silly. That's completely rational.
Okay.
Yep.
We got that cleared.
Okay, so are we all character associated with the Lord of the Rings? Okay, so
Is Rich answered this?
No.
He seems like he has.
Well,
'cause
I
he's
don't even know
talked
the question. What is it? What do I think? Who do I think I am, or who would I be?
which Lord of the Rings character are you? So who do you?
I think I'm Boromir, but I think people probably see me more as Gollum.
Is that the girl one?
Boromir is not a girl. That's Sean Bean.
Sean Bean. Yes.
Or
I know who
One of it,
Gollum is.
Sean Bean.
Why would you think you are like Gollum?
My precious.
Try harder.
I like shiny
harder.
things.
It's a physical resemblance.
I know. Well, if you follow me and my and people like Joe Cooper's arguments on Facebook, then I am perceived as the evil Gollum.
Yeah, I stay out of those arguments. I'll try to stay out of arguments on Facebook at the moment because I've caused a lot of anyway.
I know you want to get
I
involved.
really do,
Anyway,
but-
that's what it is. But it's been a great hour.
Yeah, it has been a great hour. We've got a couple left, but we will save those for the main one. Or if we get some more good, like a good amount of questions in, we might actually do another question special because, as always, these are fun. And please remember, people,
gold,
they do not have to be game related. I mean, we'll just answer anything you throw at us. So until the next main podcast, which will be the June podcast, which will be the halfway point for us. So
6 months.
see how we're getting on.
Dave is the host.
And Dave will be hosting, so that should be fun.
Dave's hosting the big one.
So if there's one to miss, that's the...
What are you doing? Are you doing a bumper special then on New Games with James? Is that why?
Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, brilliant. Well researched. Yeah.
Well researched. Anyway, Gonna love you and leave you. This has been fun as always. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.